So there's tons of sound healing and sound therapeutic music out there. And what is it that makes the Soniceuticals from BioHarmonic Technologies different?
That's such a great question. Thank you for asking, Emsley.
Mhm.
What makes the Soniceuticals different than any other sonic music out on the market is that it's using a very specific formulation process that combines specific mathematical ratios designed for the connective tissue, works with specific brainwave states. It works with mathematical ratios of different physiological relationships and also sacred geometry. And I talk about all these elements in detail in my class, how to make music production, how to make your own immersive somatic music production class. And that's in our store. So if you're interested in that class, we can get you more information on it. But I want to run through the specific 7 albums that come standard on Vibrafile and with all Vibe systems. The first album is called Energy Clearing, and it was produced in 2007. And it has spinal frequencies in 2 of the tracks, and it's designed for clearing negative energy out of your nervous system space and dwelling. It's literally like a sonic sage. It creates a vortex. It clears. It's like a bucket emptier. And there's 2 guided meditations on that album as well too. And on the Vibe, to optimize that music through the Vibe, listens to track 2 and 4, body instrumental and body guided. Yeah. My second album is called Cellular Two-Minute, and it was produced in 2009. This album has 12 5-minute tracks specifically designed for 12 different emotional relationships that I created this album for a very specific biofeedback system known as the EVOX, created by Zyto, a company, a biofeedback company that uses voice recognition. Super amazing product. I designed this in 2009. And when you would speak into this device, it would map out these 12 different emotional relationships. I made custom music based off of them. So if you're wanting to use this album on the journey, I would say this is kind of like the salt and pepper of the whole platter. If you're working on something specific, look over the 12. What are those emotional relationships that you feel that you need to balance or bring that might be dissonant or you want to optimize? Pick out 1 or 2 or 3 and utilize them in it. And in the protocols area of Vibrafile, we have those 12 protocols broken into 3 different, on the substance abuse protocols, actually, they're all integrated into there. Third album is called Soniceuticals Volume One. It was produced in 2011, and it works specifically with Dr. Paul Nozier's frequencies. And if you're not familiar with him, he's a medical doctor / acupuncturist from France that use different frequencies on auricular therapy points. And these all work with physical healing for bone regeneration, wound healing, stem cell activation, also for releasing and grounding energy in and out of your body. So any kind of physical ailments, I recommend looking through these different programs, and they're very self-explanatory. It says like visceral healing or bone regeneration. So review them, and if they resonate, go vibe yourself. And the next albums are what I call my Generation 2 albums. These were all produced specifically for vibrational technologies. The first album is Cell Cleanser, and it's an anti-inflammatory detox album. It works with all the same elements, but it's been optimized for taking you on a deep dive journey into clearing infectious agents, anything inflammatory. Even I look at it kind of like an emotional sponge. If you want to kind of sponge and clean out the deepest levels of your connective tissue, Cell Cleanser. Any kind of inflammatory condition, whether it's muscular back pain, musculoskeletal conditions, headaches, any kind of autoimmune conditions, cancers, any of these things, Cell Cleanser. Also works with bringing out a sponge of emotional aspects as well too. So consider that. And if you're having issues with electromagnetic fields, Cell Cleanser is also designed specifically for that as well too. Spectrum is an album that's designed for balancing your brain and nervous system. This is great for ADD, depression, anxiety, anything that has to do with your nervous system, whether it be your brain or your entire, anything that has to do with your nervous system. Even with skin conditions, this is great because skin is your nervous system turned inside out, develops embryologically at the same time. So anything that has to do with skin or nervous system, brain, if you're working with any kind of neurodegenerative conditions, this is fantastic. But in the absence of having any or anything on the autistic spectrum, you can use Spectrum. But even if you have none of these things and you're wanting to have almost like a sonic DMT journey or increase your creativity, Spectrum is the way to go. If you can't turn your brain off, listen to Spectrum. It's great for people that just have all that internal mind chatter. And then also my next album is called Transformation and Abundance. Transformation and Abundance was developed after I did a retreat in Denver, Colorado, I think in 2014. And it was designed for how do you transform your body? And I just remember going through my harmonic library and I said to myself, what's everything that has to do with transformation? And I created a set list with that. And I did this live and I played instruments and everything like that. And then after it was over, I said to myself, we had such a profound effect with the people attending the retreat. I said, let's make this an album. And I created Transformation, and the B-side track on that album is called Abundance. And it's an amplifier, and it's designed for creating, amplifying, and activating abundance in your life. And of course, everybody thinks of abundance of money, but it could be abundance of relationships. It could be abundance of happiness. It could be abundance of a lot of things. Anything that you want to bring abundance into, it's an amplifier of that. So I just would ask, if you're feeling abundance of sorrow and depression and sadness, I would do energy clearing and do something like that first, maybe transformation and clear, change your vibe, change your life, then do the amplification of that. And this works with beta brainwave states. So it activates an alertness process. So we call it the sonic cup of coffee. And then the last album, the 7th album, my most recent album that was produced in 2016, it has 3 different journeys. One is a journey of self-actualization. It's called Who Am I? And you can literally, if you have mantras, you can just say these mantras over and over again for 20 minutes and align yourself to a higher vibrational reality of your choosing of who you want to be and step into in this life. Escape is a tribal jungle journey. It's meant for grounding. And the third track on the journey is called Space. And it has recorded NASA recordings of all the planets. And so it's literally a spaceship ride to Pluto. And it features the launching sequence of Apollo 16 rocket. And it's a 25-minute journey. So if you're wanting to leave this planet and go take a trip to Pluto, that's the album. So enjoy these albums. Please listen to us over and over and over again. And enjoy all the journeys that you're going to be on and change your vibe, change your life.
Woo. So Steven, is Who Am I, if I'm not mistaken, Who Am I, is that the one that stimulates the thalamus you were telling me?
Cool. You're thinking, oh, actually that's Spectrum.
Spectrum.
And yeah, Spectrum works with the thalamus. Yeah. And it works in that 50 to 62 hertz range specifically. That has been shown to stimulate the thalamus. Yeah.
Awesome. I remember you telling me a certain song had that. So thank you for clarifying that. And I just wanted to express that I really love energy clearing with the crystal bowls. Cell cleanser is one of my favorites. I feel like it's just that beautiful womb vibration and motherly energy. And Who Am I is also another great one. And Transformation is my ultimate favorite with that bass drop in there. Transformation to me is the greatest ride on the vibe. I love the transformation. And every time I get off of Transformation, I really do feel activated. I feel like it just aligns all of my chakras.
Well, I would invite you to, as the new vibe owner listening to this recording, explore all of them. See how they make you feel. What's your intention with getting on the vibe on this day? Is it to create happiness? Is it to reduce pain? Is it to manifest and to envision your future? Why are you getting on the vibe today? And then what music, what Sonic-Ceutical program specifically can you listen to align yourself into a new dimensional reality of your choosing?